Hello and welcome to Tuesday here on the AdmiralFighters channel. My name is Jenna. I never really got a chance to introduce myself in the introductory video, so I'm going to take just a couple seconds and do that now. So, some of the things that I enjoy are photography, Harry Potter, the ukulele, and really cool mugs. Now this week on the AdmiralFighters channel, it is Doctor Who week, and I must confess that I am not really a Doctor Who fan. I've only ever seen one episode, and I fell asleep during another episode, so I don't really know exactly what the show is about, except for the little bits of information that I pick up from Charlie Is So Cool Like, or from you guys, or from some of the other people that I've met around the internet. So, using that knowledge and minimal amounts of Wikipedia searching, I am going to explain to you the story of Doctor Who as I interpret it. So, the story of Doctor Who actually begins with the Chronicles of Narnia. Now, the Chronicles of Narnia is a 7-book trilogy. So I'm sitting here putting all my footage together and I realized that I called the Chronicles of Narnia a 7-book trilogy. Just think about that one. But there is actually an 8th book. Yes, the secret story of the Chronicles of Narnia is actually the story of how David Tennant came to uncover the secret of the TARDIS. Now, it's kind of the same as The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He's sent away to live with a rich professor in the countryside during the Battle of Britain. But instead of uncovering a wardrobe, he uncovers a police box hidden away in the old man's home. Now, there are a couple other literary classics where we can track David's progress through time and space and history and yada yada. And one such appearance is in this book when he appears as the horrible Death Eater Barty Crouch Jr. Now, I don't know if David Tennant and the Doctor are the same person, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with it because I only ever hear people say the Doctor. He doesn't really have a name, so you know what? His name's David Tennant. Get over it. So yes, he actually appears in this book as Barty Crouch Jr., and that was quite a harrowing tale for him, if I must say. Now, one slightly more embarrassing part of David's history is when he made an appearance in this book. Oh, I know, I'm so sorry I had to share this with you, but he makes the appearance in a very minor form. It's actually just his hair that shows up on Edward Cullen's head. Yeah, not one of his best moments. What were you thinking, David? Now, another aspect of Who culture that has kind of transcended literature would be the story of the Daleks. I'm sure you've all heard of the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but did you know that that movie actually had a much less successful spin-off called Honey, I Made the Kids Freaking Enormous? Anyway, so he's testing out the little enormous ray? Huge-ifier? The enormous ray. We'll call it the enormous ray. So he's testing out the enormous ray in his kitchen when he accidentally points it at his salt and pepper shakers. Yes, his salt and pepper shakers became massive! Now, by some weird rule or law of science, when you make salt and pepper shakers enormous, they become evil minions known as the Daleks. And, yeah, they just kind of are chilling up on Skaro waiting to exterminate you, so, probably should watch out for that. Be careful where you're pointing your enormous ray, if you know what I mean. That wasn't a euphemism. Oh, that was a euphemism. So now that I've told you this extremely detailed and also extremely false tale of what has happened in the Doctor Who series so far, you can probably tell that I really am not at all a Whovian. But there is one thing that I will say about Doctor Who. Now, from my time on the internet and from my time on YouTube and my time with you guys, I can tell that Doctor Who is something that really brings people together. And in the same way that Harry Potter has brought people together, and even in the same way that Twilight has brought people together, I think that's a really beautiful phenomenon that people can get together based on things that they like, based on things that they enjoy, and just have a good time and just kind of revel in the awesome that comes from something that you really enjoy. So while I don't really know much about the Doctor Who culture, I would be eager to learn more, which is why I can't wait to see your guys' videos this week. So yeah, keep them coming, and if you want to teach me about Doctor Who, I'm very open to it. We could have like a watching party or something, I don't know, whatever. Whatever you're thinking is good. Thanks for listening, and DFTVA. Hey you. Yeah, you. It's Jenna here. It's editing Jenna. After the film, Jenna, whatever you want to call it, Jenna. It's me, Jenna. I'm just here to let you know that I actually took this whole storyline and I was gonna just write like a little script about it, but the whole thing got massively out of hand and it became like this giant 2,000-word fanfiction that I wrote, which is incredibly nerdy, but whatever, I still did it. Anyway, I'm gonna post that somewhere, most likely on my DeviantArt page, but maybe on some kind of blog thing. Anyway, link for that will be in the doobly-doo, so look at it if you want to read it. Thanks, DFTBA.